All righty. Well, welcome to the April company update video. As we've done the past few months, we've highlighted different coworkers of ours. Today, I have with me Kyle Kimnitz. He works here in Lincoln, Nebraska. He does our offsite production and oversees that. He's new to that role, but he is not new to Wilmer Electric by any stretch of the imagination. You've been here for quite a while. How long have you been here at Wilmer Electric?
I've been here 11, almost going on 12 years now.
All right, that is a while. You came. When did you join Wilmer? Like in your life, where were you at? What happened there?
Okay, so in my life, I was kind of new to the scene, kind of trying to figure out my life a little bit. I came actually to work here for the summer. So I had some plans on potentially maybe the military, but kind of undecided. So I needed a job during the summertime. So what I ended up doing is coming here just to work for the summer, and I learned about our apprenticeship program and how great that is and beneficial, and so I was like, let's get in it.
One of my first memories, well, not my first memories, but my lasting memory of you talk about apprenticeship class, graduation. I went to that graduation. Your whole family was there. It was me and your family. It's like I invaded your family dinner, and we sat there, and I just remember how pleased everybody was. Your sister, your mom, your dad, everybody was thinking, this is great. And not because, well, boy, we didn't think Kyle would ever amount to anything. They just was like, this is great. This is fun, and it was just a joyous celebration of somebody who had hit a milestone in their career. I mean, what was your feelings of that moment?
So, I mean, backing up a little bit before that, I had talked about this apprenticeship program, and a big deal was all my family has gone to college. So, I talked about this apprenticeship program and all the benefits that we have and where we can go. First thing that my mom had said to me was, I think you should do that, but you should go to college first.
Yeah.
And so in taking that, I was like, no, I'm going to run with this. Like, yeah. I think that this is a great move and into my career. And so in doing that, I was very unsure, always hesitant, but then as I kept moving forward, they saw the growth and they saw everything. So they were then on board with it. So that passing ABC was that you've made it, you've done it. So I mean, it definitely was super powerful for me to pass that.
One of my other fun Kimnitz stories is your brother works here.
Yes.
And he came here after you. He is older. We always have to remind people of that. But you were on fire enough. You must have projected an image of your career and being satisfied with it that a fellow family member said, hey, I want a piece of that.
Oh, yeah. So he went to Milford, and so he did the college path and then was undecided after that. So then he went into something else. And then one day he ended up calling me, and he's like, how do you like it? Because I'm thinking about going into the trades. That's what I went to school for.
Yeah.
Said, let's do it. Let's get you in. Let's get you dialed in and on board. Yeah. And that's kind of how that started.
And the unanimous opinion here at Wilmer Electric is you're both panning out great. So that is that's wonderful. Now you've been a foreman and you've run some projects successfully. Now you're positioned on offsite construction. How did that happen?
So I'm very adamant about the early steps. So when we get a job, everything breaks down. It's right then and there. How can we advance a job right away to get our boots on the ground so when we get there, we are ready to rock and roll? So I've always been, hey, let's prefab something. I mean, we have a shop, an immaculate shop. Let's use it to its fullest potential.
Yeah, you really, that model, how can we help? And that model really sets it off, because I always look at offsite production as a chance to, for a few moments and glimpses into time, that project is to have two foremen. You get to have the main foreman that's doing and running the job, and if we're running well, able to lean on you to produce something to plug in and really give that what I would call a whipsaw effect of just you can take a jump forward to start the job.
Oh yeah, I mean, you have a lot of time before when we sign a contract to when we actually are there. So yes, in that amount of time, you can really excel a job and get it ready to go for that next phase.
Yeah. How often do you come up with an idea that you just think that's a bad one?
You never know if it's a bad one until you try it. So, we always are running things by each other.
Yeah.
So, hey, I'm thinking of X, Y, and Z, and somebody's thinking of A, B, and C. Yeah. So, using our team, we can kind of come up with that game plan that really hits home, that drives it home.
All right. Well, thanks for coming. The reason I asked the question maybe catch you off guard, but I mean, you answered it very well with the try. Let's try.
Oh yeah.
And step number one's the idea. Step number two is trying it and seeing how it all works out. So
yeah. It's send ideas, send everything you can. I mean, seriously, we grow as a company if we all get together and get on that same page, get on that same level. We can excel every job. So.
Well, thank you very much, Kyle, for coming here, taking the time to introduce yourself and explain the role you see pre-construction and offsite, or prefab or offsite construction can play on a project. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Dave.
Hi, welcome to this month's, April's employee update information for the monthly video. So we have anniversaries, but we also have new hires that have come as well. And so let's start with the new hires. We had one new hire March 16th. We had Jacob Hall, who is an apprentice, first-year apprentice in Oklahoma City. So welcome, Jacob. We're excited to have you, and we look forward to a long career with you here at Walmart Electric. Now, anniversaries, as we go through anniversaries for April, very exciting of all the different people that we have had here from short-term to long-term. So this is kind of fun, a fun month for us. So the first anniversary we have is on April 1st. We have Zach Hall, who will be here 2 years on April 1st. And Zach is an apprentice in Oklahoma City, who just actually happens to be Jacob Hall's brother, and recruited Jacob to come work here at Walmart Electric as well. We have Paul Lovins, who on April 3rd will be here 3 years, and Paul has just recently transitioned into being the project engineer in the Lawton, Oklahoma office. We have Connor Schultz, who will be here 3 years also on April 3rd, and Connor is an apprentice in Oklahoma, in Lawton. We have Ron Lindblom, who on April 4th will be here 4 years, and Ron has transitioned into being a foreman at the facility in Marshall, Minnesota. We have Fernando Vasquez Pineda, who on April 4th as well will be here 4 years, and Fernando is an apprentice in Nebraska. We have Matt Loosbrock, who on April 5th will be here 5 years. And Matt, as you have heard as well, but just reinforcing recently, has transitioned into being in the VDC department. And Matt had recently moved from being a foreman in Minnesota. We have Brian Baxter, who on April 13th will be here 11 years. And Brian is a foreman in Nebraska. We have Tara Epp, who on April 13th will be here 11 years as well. And Tara is an estimating coordinator, and she is based out of Nebraska. We have Sean Smith, who on April 13th will be here 6 years. And Sean is a journeyman in Oklahoma City. We have Maria Guzman, who on April 14th will be here 1 year. And Maria is an apprentice in Lawton, Oklahoma. And Maria is the daughter of Miguel Guzman, who is also in Lawton, Oklahoma. We have Andreas Melendez, who on April 15th will be here 2 years. And Andreas is an apprentice in Oklahoma City. On April 17th, We have Stefan Harris, and Stefan will be here 3 years. Stefan is an apprentice in Lawton, Oklahoma. Also on April 17th, Kelsey Wood will be here 3 years, and Kelsey is an apprentice in Lawton, Oklahoma. On April 20th, Matt Frederigill will be here 6 years, and Matt is a journeyman in Lincoln, Nebraska. And on April 21st, Lee Freudenberg will be here 12 years, and Lee is an assistant project manager in Oklahoma City. And we have Salvador de Jesus, who on April 29th will be here 2 years, and Salvador is a journeyman in Oklahoma City. And we have Samuel Ketchum, who on April 29th will be here 2 years as well, and Samuel is an apprentice in Lawton, Oklahoma. So thank you to all those individuals. As you celebrate your anniversary, we're excited to celebrate with you, and we look forward to another year of having you here as a team member at Wilmer Electric. Thanks, and have a great day.